The Warriors do work in Canada before heading back to the U.S. on Saturday evening as we sandwich in some snacks here on the road en route to Boston tonight. A Saturday afternoon practice for the Warriors in Toronto before heading to Boston, taking place in the Raptors practice gym, the same court on the third level of the Air Canada Centre, where when Del Curry was playing for Toronto, Steph would practice until heading down to catch the end of his dad's games. These days, it's all about proper nutrition.
Steph was like, "Is Mike around?" And then he was like, "Go get Mike, I need a sandwich to be made." So that was right before one of our games, and I guess it's kind of been like the sixth man since then.
Some of what fuels Warriors guard Stephen Curry is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Sliced bread with peanut butter and jelly, made by Chef Ronk, otherwise known as strength and conditioning coach Mike Roncarati.
2 months ago during a game at halftime, Steph was yelling back to the bench. He was like, "I'm hungry, I'm starved." So he asked that I make him something during halftime. Figured I'd put together a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for him, and that kind of is what started it.
Now it's a pregame tradition with a certain set of ingredients.
Choosy moms choose Jif, but what does Steph choose?
Usually Jif Creamy, the natural creamy Jif. Always put that on, and then always go with that first, and then we go 2 scoops of strawberry jelly.
Self-taught, Chef Ronk melds the culinary arts with a systematic process.
Kind of have the same routine. I try and cover like every square millimeter of the sandwich. I always put it in the middle first and kind of grate it out down towards the crust. Make sure it touches the edge of the crust, but never overflows. Then I put 2 scoops of jelly on each of the corners and spread it towards the middle. I don't know why, it's just kind of how I've done it. Some say it's science.
All right, so from sandwiches to the scene here in Toronto. For those wondering, Drake was not on hand at the Air Canada Centre on Friday night. He is on tour in Andrew Bogut's home country of Australia.
Yet we did see notables like the omnipresent Raptors superfan Nav Bhatia. And always working on excellence, Toronto-based rapper and producer Devante, who you may recognize from his cameo in Aisha Curry's Chef Curry video. The track, a takeoff of 0 to 100, remixed by Devante. And lines such as, "What you cooking with, these is real mitts," get us every time. Next up for the Warriors, a game against the Celtics Sunday night in Boston. This is Warriors TV.